Good morning, my dear students. In this video, we will learn how to use the past passive voice, especially in the past simple form. First of all, let's look at an example of a past passive sentence. Here in the sentence, the cat killed a snake. It starts with the subject, which is the cat. After that, the verb in the past simple, which is killed, and the object, which is a snake. So, to create a passive sentence, I have to start with the object, which is a snake. Start with a snake here, so it becomes a subject. After that, put was or where. A snake is a singular, so I have to put was. The verb in the third shape or in the past participle, which is killed, and after that, the rest of the sentence. So again, a snake was killed by the cat. So here I have two sentences. We call it active sentence, and the other one we call it passive sentence. Look here, John painted the house last week. So John here is the subject, painted is the verb in the past simple, and the house is the object. Okay? To create a passive sentence, I have to put the object at the beginning of my sentence. So the house here becomes a subject. The house was, because the house, singular, excellent. The house was painted. I have to put the verb paint in the third shape, which is the past participle. The house was painted last week. Let's know that the passive voice is used when we don't know who did the action. For example, the documents were stolen. We don't know who stole the documents. Or we can use the passive voice when the receiver of the action is more important. For example, the pyramids were built nearly 5,000 years ago by the ancient Egyptians. So let's guess the rule together. Subject, after that, was or were, and the past participle. Was or were plus past participle. Let's have another example. The Chakotay Army was discovered in 1974. So the Chakotay here at the beginning of the sentence. Okay, after that was, and after that the verb in the third shape, which is the past participle, and the rest of the sentence. I want you to notice here that this sentence doesn't say who discovered it. Maybe it's not important, or they don't even know who did it. Okay? Let's take more examples. Here, the train was delayed. The train was delayed. All classes were cancelled due to the virus. All classes were cancelled due to the virus. So all classes, after that was or were. Classes here, plural, so I have to put were, and after that, the verb in the past participle, which is cancelled in the rest of the sentence. Here, my online bank account was hacked. Somebody hacked the account, but we don't know who, so it's not important. My online bank account was hacked. Here, to make a passive sentence in the negative, I have to put the subject at the beginning of the sentence. After that, was or were, and add not, and the verb in the past participle. Again, in the negative, the subject was or were, not verb in the past participle. Let's take an example. This product was not made by a Korean company. Again, this product, after that put was, because it's singular, not made by a Korean company. This product was not made by a Korean company. Here in the plural form, these cars were or was were. Excellent. These cars were not manufactured in Italy. These cars were not manufactured in Italy. Here, how can I make a question in the past voice? Or in the passive voice, sorry. So I have to start with was or were. So was were, and after that, the subject and the verb in the past participle. Here we have an example. Was the cell phone made by a Korean company? So the answer will be yes, it was, or no, it wasn't, here in the singular form. The plural form, were these cars manufactured in Italy? Yes, they were, or no, they weren't. Here I have some examples to turn the active voices into passive voices. He bought a car. He bought a car, the sentence in the past simple. So it's gonna be a car was bought by him. He didn't buy a car. He didn't buy a car. The answer will be a car was not bought by him. Did he buy a car? Did he buy a car? Was a car bought by him? Was a car bought by him? She decorated the walls. It's gonna be the walls were decorated by her. The walls were decorated by her. In the last one, I helped them. I helped them. It's gonna be they were helped by me. Here we have another examples in another exercise. The first sentence, the window break last weekend, and he wanted you to put it in the passive voice. So the window here is it. It takes was, so it's gonna be the window was. Okay, the window was break in the past participle, broken. Excellent. So the window was broken last weekend. Sentence number 2, the cars wash yesterday. The cars means they takes were. So the cars were. Wash in the past participle becomes washed. The cars were washed. The cars were washed. Number 3, the book right by Garcia Marquez. So the book here is it takes was, so it's gonna be the book was gonna be written in the past participle. So the book was written by Marquez. Rome not built in a day. Rome was or were was. Here we have not. So wasn't built in the past participle, it's gonna be built. Excellent. So Rome wasn't built in a day. The last sentence, Carlos invite to the party, and he wanted me to make a question in the passive voice. So Carlos takes was or were was. Excellent. So was Carlos invited to the party? Was Carlos invited to the party? And here we have finished our session for today. And if you have any question, just ask. Thank you a lot.